best I'm gonna get. Okay. I can tell you it is hot out here today. Sun or no sun, it is hot. It's that southern heat. You gotta be careful. I got my own little corner over here. I got the big umbrella on one side of me. I got the tree over my head. I got the flip-flops for the pool, the water shoes, whatever the hell they call these. So I don't have to burn my feet on the pool deck. Happy Saturday, everybody. Cheers. I got the little fan in front of me, so if you hear that buzzing sound, that's what that is. I'm gonna have to clean this fan a little bit. I got extra batteries for that. Should be a nice day, a nice relaxed day. I think I earned a quiet weekend all to myself. We'll see what happens. I don't have a camera rig with me, so this live stream is gonna be a little wonky. Oh, I have to have the radio on. Shit. Right, so I kind of have to keep the Bluetooth radio on to charge the phone. That's the one drawback about this little Cobalt Bluetooth speaker I have. I think that's the best I'm going to get right there. Man, it's hot. And they're talking about potential rain today, too. We will see. Cheers. Well, I definitely earned another day at the pool, that's for damn sure. That's the only thing that's saving me right now is my portable fan. But I'm definitely going to have to disassemble this thing and clean it. It's got dust bunnies all on it. But in stale hot weather like this, it's good to have this fan because at least it moves the air around. So by the way, if you're eBay customers of mine, I gave your orders to my postman. I saw him outside. He came here nice and early. And your orders are out the door. So thank you for that, at least. So whatever outstanding orders I had, they're officially out the door as of today. So I really feel, I was thinking about this last night, I feel really bad for this girl because of the heat. It's oppressively hot today. If you're not prepared for it down here, like southern heat is different than Yankee, New York heat. it's just a never-ending oppressive wave of just hot air around you. And in a way, I feel sorry for her, because if she's sitting outside with that little boy of hers, I mean, I don't know what else to say, but I couldn't have it anymore. And I tell you what, I slept like a rock last night after I did that live stream. How many of them fireballs of ginger ale that I have? Like 3? Something like that. I was out. Done. So, and now I'm sitting here at the pool. One of my neighbors messaged me to have their grandson come. I saw them and waved at him, but I might have to go take a walk over there, go knock on their door and see if the kid wants to come out or not. But there's nobody here. I mean, except the family that lives over here next to the pool. They're here. But after that, it's just a nice, quiet, relaxed day. And I transferred a lot of my music over to my new micro SD card for my phone, so at least I got some good tunes to listen to. So that's always a good thing. But I don't see this live stream going too far because it's too early and it's too hot. I wouldn't blame you folks for not wanting to listen to my prattle. So I saw a new family moving into my buddy's old apartment who moved from here a couple months ago. They were just moving furniture into them. I have to introduce myself. Oops. Like I said, forgive me, this setup is all kind of having to balance my phone between the Bluetooth speaker and this battery here just to keep the camera by my face. But otherwise, not much more to talk about, man. I think this other issue should be a dead issue. I got all this woman's stuff packed up. If she comes here, out the door it goes in a heartbeat. I want nothing to do with it. Gone, goodbye. You know, just it's disturbing to know that there are people that are out there that are like that, that really are professional con artists that are doing everything to game our system. And meanwhile, a guy like me for years and years and years and years, and even became homeless as a result of it, had to fight the system. Someone who pays taxes, and who was born in this country, and all that stuff. I had to fight tooth and nail to get everything that I have. But the whole thing didn't pass the smell test at the end of the day, and I finally said enough. So a lot of you fine folks said it. My mom said it. People around here said it. I just feel sorry for that kid, that he's going to be a pawn in all of this. But I can't be around that. I don't want to be mixed up in it. No, thank you. It was nice to be able to go to bed and live stream. Oh, by the way, to my eBay customers, I did list some more big boy cards last night. The Jonah Tong auto is up there right now. The Basayo short print is up there. The Roman Anthony short print is up there. And there's a couple of other mediocre price cards over at my eBay store. I already threw a potential customer an offer for the Jonah Tong. We'll see what happens, because the Jonah Tongs that are up there are like out of, you know, mine's a rose gold out of 10. And you got guys that are trying to pass off that same card as an out of 99 or an out of 75 for the same price. And after copying the card on 3 separate websites, including eBay's scanning tool, which goes through Card Ladder, they're way overcharging for that card. As a matter of fact, my eBay customers, if you're watching this, I recomped a lot of my cards. I think there was only 1 or 2 cards that I raised the price on. Otherwise, hello. Otherwise, every single card that I listed over at my eBay store, I recomped, and there are a lot of auctions now. So go check that out. So happy I have my own corner. You know, I like to sit across the pool there in the cushion seats, but it's too close to the water, and that's where the kids splash around a lot. I kind of like being over there because the view's a lot better. But having this corner over here, I kind of have like a whole world to myself. I kind of wish they would power wash this area, but the problem is it's right next to the grass and dirt, so there's not much you can really do about it. But I got water shoes anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But if the day goes smooth, and I don't get myself trashed, I might actually do a review. You guys have no idea how relaxed I am. It's been over a week since I kind of felt like just calm and serene. So I definitely earned that first beer of the day, that's for sure. I took a walk to Walmart and got me a case of beer. The assistant manager, a good friend of mine, you know, asked me, so how's your female friend doing? And I said, not good. I threw her out. Didn't you just get applications for her? I'm like, yeah, but she's a leech. I can't have it. Can't have it. Can't have it. No thanks. I cannot have it. No, take it. Yeah, did you see what I was about to do? That's my eyeglass case. Oh, jeez. Off to a great start already, folks. I gotta hide this a little bit because the kids are here. I mean, they don't mind if, you know, you have a couple soda pops. As long as you're not, like, making it so blatantly obvious. Most people here don't know how to control themselves. I was looking to see if Jackson's grandparents were sitting outside. There is somebody sitting there, but that's not them. Well, they've had a lot of insurance people and stuff coming back and forth because they're seniors, so they have a lot of stuff going. Oops. Like I said, folks, the wonky setup if my phone keeps falling over. I don't have a proper travel stand for this phone. I'm gonna have to go to Micro Center and get something that I can fold up and put in my backpack for when I do these outdoor live streams like this. I'm gonna have to slow down a little bit with this beer today. With this kind of heat, man, I'll get trashed in no time. It is hot. You wouldn't think it would be this hot with the overcast, but one thing I've learned since I left my former home of communist, socialist, Marxist, who pronoun New York City, is that southern heat can get very oppressive very quickly if you're not careful. And what's funny is when I went to Walmart to go get a new case of beer, there was like entire sections that were completely cleaned out, wiped out, no beer. Look, guys, I'm going to leave the live stream going. I'm going to go take a quick walk to go see if my little buddy Jackson there, if he wants to come by the pool. Because I think that's why his grandma called me. So I'm going to keep the live stream going, folks. Enjoy the weather with me. I'll be right back. Sorry about that, folks. What's going on, Gooey? My bad. I was talking with one of my neighbors. Want to see if their grandson wanted to come by, because they did message me this morning, but there's some personal stuff going on right now. When I went to go walk over there, I'm not at liberty to really discuss what that is, but they asked me to do them a favor and just be a bit of a lookout for this particular situation with them. But unfortunately, the kid's not here on the property. There's not much I can say or do except for have a few more of these and enjoy my day. You know what I mean, folks? Happy Sunday. Sorry I walked away from the camera here a little bit, but I'm back in my zone, man. I'm in the zone. I'm back where I should be. Back on the tracks again. Hopefully I get to do a review for you fine folks. I think my next review is going to be those Nike Air Jordan sneakers. It's the easiest review to do, or something else. We'll see. I don't see why not. I definitely cannot crank these down because it's too hot, and I'm not going to make myself all screwed up. And I did have a big fat breakfast this morning, don't get me wrong, so I'm nice and greased, so to speak. And after last night's live stream, man, I slept like a rock. You guys have been absolutely awesome. Much appreciated, by the way. Yes, I'm back to my old self, at least I'm trying to. You will see what happens today. I might have company later on today. We will see. That's also up in the works. Everything is like a big guessing game today. I don't know what's going to happen. I'm kind of like the three monkeys. See no evil, hear no evil, speak no evil type of thing. So I'm just kind of going where the wind blows me. I'm like a fucking chili fart. You know, you smell it in the air, but you didn't know who actually dropped it. You know what I mean? So we will see what happens. We'll see what happens. Cheers. So I did the YouTube short this morning with those Red Letter Media patches, the lightning fast VCR patches. Very happy to have those, man. The first run that they did was fucking amazing, and they sold out like this. Now, if you go on the Reddit with the original run that was done, they were actually getting a lot of requests for autographs, and you know, people wanted Mike and Jay and Rich Evans to sign stuff, but it got to be, I guess, too much out of control. So they stopped offering autographs on stuff, and then all of a sudden they just stopped the run of patches. We're talking like, oh shit, almost what, 6, 7 years, maybe 7 years ago, something like that. But this latest run was done by a lady in Europe who makes patches. Not quite exclusively for Red Letter Media, but a lot of her patches are based on a lot of the stuff from RLM that they do. So, but those are fun patches. And it's funny because nobody knows who they are unless you're like a YouTube junkie like I am. Like normies wouldn't know what that is, what lightning fast VCR is. They wouldn't know unless they're YouTube people like me. Or yourselves, of course. I'm not really expecting a lot of people to join up in this live stream today. You know, if you're a hard-working blue, like my audience, I would assume is mostly blue collar, maybe even some white collars out there, pretty much OG like I am. You know, you'd be foolish to be watching this live stream. You know, but I appreciate, you know, even if I get one viewer or I get no viewers, I don't care. I'm not going to bitch, moan, whine, and complain about that kind of stuff. I'm just happy to enjoy this beautiful weather. I'm glad that I got away from, you know, that problem that I had with that girl. I do feel sorry for her because it's going to be oppressively hot today, but I can't really see. All right, awesome. No, I appreciate you being here regardless what screen name you use. I'm just happy to have company, man. I feel so relaxed not having that fucking cancerous tumor of another human being sucking my life dry. Nah, I'm not the man. I'm nobody. Don't ever put me on a pedestal like that. I'm nobody. I'm just an asshole drinking beer, wearing a baseball hat, showing off my salami chest, You know what I mean? My salami nipples, my pepperoni nipples. I'm nobody. I'm nobody. Never put me any higher than the rest of the turd flinging monkeys that are out there. I'm nobody, folks. I'm nobody. But welcome, 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 everybody. I really appreciate you guys and gals being here. That's right, New York Yankees, baby. But unfortunately, Aaron Judge looks like he may be done for a while from what they've been talking about. From that play that he had, I think he crashed into the freaking outfield wall and fractured his ribs. So, I mean, the Yankees right now are how many games above 500? I really think once the All-Star break comes around, once this World Cup bullshit is over, I think they're definitely contenders for postseason this year. I mean, it's really looking more and more like that, even though, again, they kind of choked with the Guardians just recently, but I think they're definitely going to be, they're contenders this year. No question about it. Now, because this is a collector's channel, this is my Mitchell & Ness Mickey Mantle hat that I pulled out of a box of 3 a couple of years ago. Yankees are in rebuild mode. Judge is almost 36 in a place they'll sign Scooble and win it all. Yeah, let me tell you, man, if they were able to steal Paul Skeens, I would love for them to steal Paul Skeens from Pittsburgh. Don't get, Pittsburgh is basically a farm team. Can I sell that hat? If I wanted to, I probably could. Now, forgive my, because I showered before I came down here. I'm not some filthy sloth. You know what I mean? But, you know, my hair is still soaking wet from the shower. And it smells like, definitely smells like Pantene Pro V. But yeah, if I were to clean this up a little bit and take some decent photos, I could probably sell this hat if I wanted to, if I were to list it for auction. But guys, do me a huge favor, now that there's enough of you, smash that like button for me. It really helps the channel to grow. The channel has grown over the past couple days, probably because a lot of you can relate to the bullshit that unfortunately has been surrounding me. But you know, this is now the 2nd day that I've been free of this woman. I'm sitting here right now live streaming, enjoying your company here. Thank you very much for all that. Tugging down a couple of these, albeit I'm going slow because it is very hot outside. I got the portable fan in front of my face to blow some fresh air in there. Dude, you look healthy, you look refreshed. I appreciate that. Yeah, because I've been sleeping like a normal human being and not like a damn vampire, napping for 3 or 4 hours during the day and then rolling around in bed all night. And like I said, now that this woman is gone, kaput, auf Wiedersehen, I can spread my wings and fly like I should. So, and I got a ton of Yankees hats. And out of all the hats that I pulled out of those Mitchell & Ness 3-pack boxes that I bought 2 of them. This is my favorite one. This is the one I was looking for anyway. So this particular hat, it's got the facsimile Mickey Mantle auto. And you got the Yankees logo right there. You got Mantle himself. And then there's his number. That's like the one you see here on this jersey. And this jersey, by the way, is the Majestic replica, fan replica of the Don Mattingly jersey that I have from Mitchell & Ness. So, oh man. And yeah, I hate to say it, I'm kind of happy I got away from all that shit. I feel bad because now she's probably sitting on a park bench with a kid out in 90-degree weather, but you don't tell me what to do in my home. I'm sorry, man. You know, you never bite the hand that feeds you. Never, ever, ever bite the hand that feeds you. And that's what she did. Sorry to be cruel and cold, folks, but you know, I'm having to protect myself from this kind of bullshit more and more and more and more, unfortunately. So, it is what it is. And everybody's been saying it. The consensus is the same. The heart and soul was in the right place, but some people, unfortunately, just are professional fucking schemers. And I don't need it. No thanks. No thank you. But I hope it's nice and cool by you folks. I know by me, it's just a very stale heat outside, even with the overcast. I'm surprised there's not a lot more people in the pool, but then again, it's still early. It's only 1 o'clock, but they close the pool like around 8 o'clock anyways. Now, I'm sure this is vacation time for a lot of people, so... yeah, I think my next review most likely is going to be them Jordan sneakers. But here's the thing, though. The next pair of sneakers I am interested in are the Jordan 9s. The black and white. They're calling them Space Jams, which is, they're really not Space Jam shoes. But no, I mean, I've always valued myself. You know, I always put myself in my place. I put checks and balances on myself. But the thing is because of my personal biases that I've gone, you know, of things I've experienced where people really didn't give a shit if I was dead or alive. A lot of you see the personal attacks that I've had to endure by certain people who I thought were my friends, but they really aren't. And they want to blame me for their shortcomings. Bullshit. You know? That's what drew me to this particular issue. But at the end of the day, I will not, under any circumstance, live another person's life for them. In nature, mama birds, family birds weed their hatchlings out of the nest and force them to fly. If they fall and crash, they're dead. If they spread their wings and fly, they live to keep the good genes going. So, and I can't have another grown-up with their own kid, with their own problems. Especially knowing what she is now. And it's funny, when I went to go get the case of beer today to sit here at the pool, you know, my friend showed up for work while I was up on the line ringing up my beer. And she's like, how's your female friend doing? Again, forgive me for ducking and dodging. I'm not mentioning names because I know certain people are watching this and they would just love, they would love to do anything to dox this woman, to try to put fucking lies and bullshit out there about me and about her. You know, I said, unfortunately, I had to put her out because all the fucking lies that she told me. So it is what it is, folks. Man, it is so bright outside. If I wasn't so freaking far-sighted, I wouldn't even wear these. It's that bright outside. The only reason I'm wearing them is so I can read the chat. Otherwise, I got my Rawlings sunglasses there. It is a bright day. You know what it is? The pool deck is like a bright almond color, so it's just like that lights in your face all the time. It's like, ew. So, well, once again, everybody, much appreciated for you joining me today. I really, really thank you for that. As you saw this morning, if you watched, I actually uploaded a YouTube short with the Red Letter Media patches that I got, which I've been hunting for good embroidered ones for years. And these are just immaculate compared to the photo ones that I made based on their older shirts and their older patches. So, sucks being a fanboy. God. But I definitely have to get around to doing a full-fledged review for you fine folks out there. So, the next pair of sneakers, like I said, will most likely be the Jordan 9s when they're released. I saw sneakerfiles.com did a video about this. Actually, I think they did 2 reveals of the Jordan 9s, the black and white ones. So, I kind of want to put off reviewing those Jordan 3s that I have. See what's easiest first. I want to do the easy stuff first and then the complicated stuff later, to kind of break myself in and get back into the groove again. We'll see how it works. So, but yeah, if you can't tell, I am just, I'm so relaxed. Like I feel like I have a breath of I'm finally getting a breath of fresh air, even though I got my portable fan in front, blowing air in my face. Literally, talk about fresh air, right? But time to live my life the way I want to live it. And that's it. Oh boy. That's why I'm glad I got this little spot right here in the shade. I got the whole corner to myself. Hi. I knew I heard some rustling in the back of me over here. Oh my God, it's hot, folks. Oh, jeez. There might be women and children watching. I don't want to take my jersey off. Not like there's anything to look at to begin with, but jeez. It is hot. It's very, very hot. It's very oppressive. My Lord. I might run home in like an hour or two and go make myself a sandwich or throw some. I bought those I can't see this. Again, forgive me, I don't have a good portable. Now I have to be careful because this name kind of sounds like something it's not supposed to sound like. I gotta be careful with certain screen names. Certain screen names sound like something they're not supposed to sound like. You need a sword. You need a sword or a chainsaw. That's funny. My friend's over there. She's she's taking care of her plants, and like I guess the plants grew a little higher than what they should have. So, jeez, I haven't jumped in the water once. I'm through like 4 beers already. Oh my Lord. Slow down here a little bit, jeez. But again, folks, thank you for joining me in this completely pointless live stream where nothing interesting is happening except for you're staring at me, wasting your time. You should be outside. Of course, I have to make fun of myself because, well, why not? So, once again, thank you to everybody. Go check out my eBay store, the Carolina Collector 001. The link is in the description below. My coffee link is also in the description box below. And those links are in every live stream video and short that I do here on YouTube. Thank you very much, everybody. Any outstanding eBay orders are out the door as of today. I still have one customer that has automatic payments set up unless they pay themselves. By the 17th, they should be paying for their order automatically. eBay enforces that. And it's a Shohei Ohtani Night Terrors insert. I did list the second one. There are new cards listed over at my eBay store, including that Jonathan auto, which was a little difficult to comp. Let me tell you, man, when I actually comped that card and I saw what other sellers are offering that particular card and those that have higher numbered parallels, they're insane. That they are so severely overpriced. So at the Topps Chrome Black set, I've noticed, and I've only opened up those 3 boxes here on the channel, not only are a lot of them not in the card ladder system through eBay, but they're very difficult to comp. And I don't know why, either because eBay hasn't caught up, Card Ladder hasn't come up or caught up, or it's a combination of the two, because Card Ladder's scanning tool through eBay is Card Ladder effectively. So, but the Jonah Tong auto, I wanted to make sure I comped it correctly. I may come down on my price a little bit. I did get an offer. I threw the person a counter offer. We'll see what happens. The Basayo short print is up there. The Roman Anthony short print is up there. And there seems to be a consensus with those two cards, so I comped them appropriately. We'll see what happens. But I did list a couple more Topps Chrome Black cards up there, some base cards, what have you. There are some more numbered parallels up there. The Max Fried that I pulled is up there. But now I got to start rebuilding the amount of money I spent on this damn woman. If you guys are these manosphere dudes and you were watching this little melodrama unfold here on the channel, be careful, guys. Just be careful. Keep your wallets as close to you as humanly possible, man. That's all I can tell you. Keep your wallets as close as possible, and literally keep your receipts. That's not a joke. Today feels like an Empire pizza. I don't know why. Kind of in a mood for pizza, but it's too hot for that because of the cheese and the oil and the grease. So I just noticed this Gooey says he's drunk. Well, if I keep going like this, I probably will too. But I'm actually trying to like slow it down a little bit. You know, it's funny. I found my mom sent me a photo of all of us when my dad was alive from like 15 years ago. I can't believe how fat my head was and how big my beer belly was. Oh my goodness. And I'm looking at myself now. I can actually see frown lines. You know, I look healthier. I'm just talking for the sake of talking, folks. I'm wasting your time, I'm sure. God. Jeez. It's not even 1:30 yet, my time. Once again, folks, thank you for joining me here with this completely pointless live stream. Much appreciated. Again, you want to help to support the channel, make a one-time donation with my coffee link. And if you want to help to support the channel financially, if you're into baseball cards, I listed a whole bunch of new stuff. I relisted a lot of old cards as auctions. I'm trying to clean house at this point, take advantage of it. But thank you, everybody, just for stopping by. I really appreciate it. I really do. Thank you, everybody. There's a 50-50 shot I might have company tonight. I don't know what's going to happen tonight. I haven't got a text or anything like that. We shall see what happens. But man, that hot air that's coming through my fan right now, you can tell. Tomorrow I probably will not be live streaming or doing anything, because tomorrow the German national team will be playing Curacao in the World Cup in their opener. And Curacao, I think, are part of CONCACAF. That should be easy squeezy for the German national team, unless Julian Nagelsmann tells them, you know, make it look good. You know what I mean? I don't know, man. I can't support the United States. When they played the friendly against Germany before the World Cup started and they were wearing rainbow numbers, I'm like, no, you're not representing me. When you're wearing rainbow numbers on your jersey, when you're supposed to represent the country as a majority, as a whole, all right, this fucking rainbow apartheid needs to be flushed in the toilet. So wearing rainbow numbers does not support the normies like myself or you. So anyway, snap, crackle, pop. Jeez. Starting to approach an hour already. Should I stay or should I go? All right, folks, I'm going to end this live stream. Thank you for at least keeping me company this afternoon. I deeply appreciate it. You guys and gals are always awesome, like always. But, you know, you never want to overstay your welcome when you're a YouTube content creator like myself. Enjoy your Saturday, folks. Enjoy your weekend. Touch some grass. You guys are amazing. Much appreciated. Much love. God bless you all. Take care. Stay safe. I'm your host, Carolina Collector. Tug down one or two. I'll see you soon.